Hello everyone, and welcome to our code walkthrough of a simple tic-tac-toe game in C Sharp. Let's dive into how this classic game is brought to life through code. So, if we look at our program.cs file, this is the starting program. This is the heart of our application. This file contains the main method, the entry point of our C Sharp program. Here we initiate a game object and call it start method. This simplicity in the main method keeps the program organized and focused and on initializing the game. Now let's examine board.cs. So on board.cs, this is crucial as it visually represents the game state in the console. It iterates through the grid, printing out each cell's value. This visual feedback is essential for players to understand the game's progress. An integral part of the game's logic is the try place mark, and this is right here, which and the check for win and is board full methods. These are three methods we have here. So try place mark, it places a player symbol on the board if the chosen cell is empty. Check for win, it assesses if a player has won by checking rows, columns, and diagonals, and is board full, verifies if the board is full, indicating a draw. So these are the ones that we talked about. Check place mark. This is check for win, and is board full. Okay. Now we're gonna go into our game.cs file, and in the game.cs file, the game's flow is controlled. The game class holds references to the board and two players instances. The start method drives the game loop, displaying the board, taking user input, and alternating turns between players. The game loop in start continues until a player wins and the board fills up. It handles user input, row, and column, places marks accordingly, checks for a win or draw, and switches turns. This loop is the essence of the game's interactivity. Finally, we'll go to player.cs, and on player.cs, a struct defining a player in the game. Each player has a symbol property, either X or O, and the use of a struct here is appropriate as it's a simple data container, ideal for our game's limited scope. Okay, and to wrap it up, I'm going to show you how it works. So the first thing we do is we put this command on the terminal, .NET run, and it's going to bring up our grid, which is 3 by 3. Okay, and then it says player X's turn, enter row and column. So these are our rows and these are our columns, and it's just like playing Battleship. So you're going to choose a location. So let's say I want to start with the upper left on the very first one. So I'm going to choose first my row, which is 0, hit enter, and now I'm going to choose my column, which will be 0 as well. And it's going to place the X in the grid accordingly right on the very top left. And now is player's turn for the O's, and let's see. Let's choose. Okay, I know what I'll do. Let's go with 1, 2. Let's go with 1, 2. And there you go. It's going to be our second row and our third column, and so on and so forth. And you're going to do that until the game ends. And that wraps up our code walkthrough of tic-tac-toe in C Sharp. This project is a great example of how fundamental programming concepts can create an enjoyable and functional game. Thank you for watching.